Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in Puerto Rico, and today I'm in the F-Body TransAm. The TransAm, in my opinion, is one of the best beginner drag racing cars you can buy. It's one of those platforms that you can buy them for fairly cheap nowadays. It's LS1 powered. The LS1 is fairly bulletproof. If you want to mess with it, all you have to do is heads, cam, intake, exhaust, and bam, your car makes 400 wheel horsepower. And it's crazy that this is from the early 2000s and they depreciated that much. When this car came out, it was much more comparable to the F-Body Camaro, which is on the exact same platform. So when you say F-Body, it means this car and also pretty much the Catfish Camaro, or the Camaro that looks like a catfish, the Z28, the Camaro SS. They're all very similar, if not the same. I mean, the Z28 and the SS were laughably similar. Like, it was almost not even worth calling them anything different. But the TransAm, a friend of mine had one of these in high school, and he was just so rowdy. He drove it around, would rip burnouts everywhere he went, and he was the only guy in our group that had the power to do it. You know, we were 16, 17 years old. Nobody had a fast car, but to us, this car was really fast, and he bought it for like 10 grand, and this was like in 2007. It was a very long time ago. So the reason I say this is such a great starter car for drag racing is it's easy to modify, they're affordable, and they look cool. You know, they have a very, very different look. It's not for everyone. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of the snout. Oh, bump! I know a lot of people, we got another one, wait. Okay, I know a lot of people are not a fan of the snouts up front, but personally I think it looks cool. It gives it its own unique look to it. And you got the honeycomb taillights in the back. Everything feels very early 2000 in it, the materials, the interior. This is actually an automatic, but the auto is fairly good in these. It's not too bad. Some of the other automatic cars at the time were not that great, but this one, it was solid. I've always loved these cars with a really meaty drag setup on them, with a big slick on the back with weld wheels, skinnies up front. You have this very unique body line that's unlike any other car, right? It has the weird snout up front, it has these waves, it looks like a wave on the hood, and then you have the Firebird logo up front and on the sides. It has a lot more character than the Camaro, in my opinion. If I had to pick an F-Body, it'd be one of these. That's just my opinion. It is an early 2000s car. You know, I mean, there's still plastics and all that. It's GM in the early 2000s. It's just the way it was. But you didn't buy this car for the interior, right? You bought it because it made nice sound, and you bought it because it was pretty fast at the time. Having 300 horsepower in the early 2000s was a lot. So it's pretty crazy how different everything is nowadays. Driving through Puerto Rico, let me tell you, it's an experience, because in the United States, if you go to like New York or California or anything, of course you're gonna run into aggressive drivers. Here, aggressive isn't even the right word. They don't use their blinkers, they hop 4 lanes over. They would rather like not make it than miss their exit. Let's just say that. They'd rather take the chance of getting hit than not miss their exit. That's a good way of putting it. But no, it's literally like, good luck everyone. But no, you just have to be very aware here. I think that's the best way to say it, because I'm always looking around, I'm always making sure I'm aggressive enough. You can't hesitate here ever. You gotta be a jerk. You can't let people over or anything like that. So the LS1 in this TransAm, it has basically headers, a few bolt-ons, and an intake. It's very simple, but once again, these cars don't have to be heavily modified to have a lot of fun. Plus, if you're younger and you want that nice V8 sound, this is such a great car for that. This is definitely when, in my opinion, GM was way ahead of Ford at the time. In the performance world, the LS1 was so much better than the 4.6 that it wasn't even a comparison. Like, my first car was an 02 2-valve Mustang, and it sounded a lot like this, but it couldn't keep up, not even close. If you just think about how everything's evolved, now the Mustang Camaro and the Challenger, the Charger, all those are now in the same ballpark now. It's more of a preference thing, but back then, this thing was a king. It's so cool. Another thing, in the rearview mirror, you'll see the big duckbill wing in the back, which doesn't look out of place. It looks like it's completely in character. That's a Puerto Rican pull because we're doing like this. It is so bumpy here. The brakes are definitely from the early 2000s. Braking was not so much the priority back then. Now a performance car, if you don't have good brakes, like, you don't buy it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the thing to have because you can go faster if you can stop sooner. But now with this, it's kind of that boat feeling like this, especially with the suspension going like this. But going back to the braking, the Camaro I feel as though the last time I drove it, the braking was a lot different. The Trans Am feels like, you know what? Let's just take that chassis and put a really cool body on it, and the brakes, they won't tell. They won't tell the difference. I mean, until you get the people who own both of them, that's how they could really tell the difference. Handling, that's all I gotta say. There's not much. It gets around just fine, but you're not gonna be a Miata around a corner or anything. It's a muscle car. It truly is a muscle car. And this is kind of the last era of the true muscle cars, in my opinion. Everybody else, like, everything handles now, you know, compared to what they used to. So when it comes to a long body, big V8 up front, everything else. Another thing that makes it feel like a drag racer is that there's not a lot of feel in the steering. So we Alright, brake early because we don't know what's gonna happen. There's a little bit of dead zone in the steering, right? But if you have slicks and skinnies on it and you're going down a drag strip, you can feel it out for sure. I'm cutting everybody off and I don't feel bad. What is happening to me? If you start with one of these, you're gonna be running about mid-13s. That's probably my best guess if you do intake and tune and stuff like that. So I'd like to end this review off with something very cool. This car has 185,000 miles on it and it's still running like a champ. There is no sign of age when it comes to the mechanical effort of the car. You can tell on the dash, there's some stuff going on here. The seats in this feel super 90s, by the way. Like the materials, the cloth, the headrest, those aren't even headrests. There's like nothing there. My neck is hitting it. You also, with these, had a T-top. I miss T-tops. I wish that they were still here. Look up at the headliner and you see exactly where it was shaped out. Such an interesting concept. Like, let's not make it a convertible. We'll just do half of a convertible and then make the customer put this stuff in the trunk. If you want to go to the beach, you don't have any room for anything in your trunk. So, kind of a misreading there. All right, you guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this review from the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. I've had an amazing time. Huge thanks to the owner of this car letting me drive. It's been so much fun. Also, let me know what you guys think of the Trans Am compared to the F-body, if the Catfish Camaro. I would love to see which one you like more and which one would you own in your garage. Thank you so much. I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.